Welcome back. Well, the Spanish autonomous community, Catalonia, is stepping up its push into Southeast Asia. President Salvador Illa wrapping up the first regional visit by a Catalan leader to Singapore.
He met Prime Minister Lawrence Wong and pitched Catalonia to Singapore business leaders as a gateway to Europe. President Illa sat down with CNA's Roland Lim, who began by asking whether the region's Asian strategy meant a reduced dependence on China.
What we want, we are a Western economy and a Western country, but in this fast-changing world, we also share values with Singapore and with South Asian countries, in the sense that we are for a world based on rules, on fair rules, balanced and mutually profitable rules. We want also multilateral organizations where countries may sit down and discuss their differences and find a peaceful way out of this difference. And we think also this is a common view, and we want to keep our ties and to strengthen our ties with Asian countries that share this view. We are ready to have relations and to have business with China, with the States for sure. Japan and China are very important, and Singapore and Vietnam. We have bonds with Asia since many years ago, since the 80s.
In Vietnam, Catalonia's trade agency has signed an agreement, as you said, with the National Innovation Center to connect companies, to connect research houses, to connect universities. What sort of concrete agreements would we expect soon, rather than just the talking, just the connecting?
I think that we could expect agreements with the Barcelona Supercomputing Center. We have already many agreements with other Asian supercomputing centers. It's one of the world's 10 top supercomputers. We are really working on next generation computing. I think also at academic level there is room for exchanging talent and views. I think in the case of Singapore also with the quantum computing, we may do something. I mean, I've been visiting ST Engineering, which is a very important and impressive company. So there is room for these achievements because technology is going to be a very important part of the new economy.
Turning over to Singapore, you've met with the Prime Minister, Lawrence Wong. You've discussed investments, artificial intelligence, research, ports and air connectivity. Were there specific projects that both sides were eager to pursue?
I think in logistics we can do. There is room for cooperation. The port of Singapore is a very important one. The port of Barcelona is an important gateway towards southern Europe. I think in technology there is room also for cooperation. I think that in the health and pharmaceutical industry, Catalonia has something also to offer for Singaporean companies ready to invest. I think also in the agricultural, agri-food sector, we have had already some contacts with companies interested in this. And I have particular interest also in the housing market in Singapore, which is a very specific model, successful model, I would say. And we have a housing problem in Catalonia, in Spain.
What lessons do you think you can learn from Singapore's public housing system? Because Catalonia's land laws are different, its regulations are different, as well as the fact that its political environment is also very different.
The main lesson, I would say, to be learned from Singapore is that public administration, government must be fully working to regulate and to assure that citizens can have an affordable house. In addition to that, there are two main lessons I bring back to Catalonia from Singapore. The first one is that you don't need to be big to be influential. A country like Singapore, which is not a big country, it's a very ambitious country, but it's not a big country, it's influential. So it's not necessary to be big to be influential. That's the first lesson. And the second lesson is that a multi-ethnic, diverse country is more powerful. Sometimes in Europe, these days, some people say that diversity, multiple ethnics make you weaker.
Okay, so trying to get Catalonia to also punch above its weight. Your government has an ambitious target, 6 billion euros in foreign direct investments, securing 600 projects to maintain 45,000 jobs by 2030. Those are ambitious targets. Which sectors are you asking Singaporean, Asian governments to invest?
Logistics, pharmaceutical and health industry, agri-food, and technology. I would say these are the four main sectors that may be interesting for Singaporean companies. Top-class Singaporean companies, I think they may find interesting opportunities in these fields. We are not interested in quick run, in quick wins. We want lasting relationships, sound relationships.
Finally, Spain's World Cup success, of course, putting Spanish football strength in the spotlight. I mean, Vietnam has also asked Catalonia to explore some sort of cooperation in football training. I mean, what could Catalonia realistically offer?
Football for us is a way also of integration of our citizens, and it's a way of teaching young people to work together, to teamwork, to respect the rules, to be ambitious. But the important is the team, not the individual players. So we have developed well-training techniques, and I think we can explore possibilities, and we are going to be delighted to do so. We are proud of the Spanish team winning the World Championship and to share this optimism with everybody.